Khao Lak on Thailand's Andaman coast is famous for beach resorts, package tours, and yes, sometimes fire shows. This one apparently put on by children? But as touristy as this stretch is, if you know where to look, you can find some of the quietest and most beautiful beaches in the country. This week we visit two of the best, including one special find that I think is easily one of the coolest spots in Thailand.
Come and join us as we discover Khao Lak's best hidden beaches.
We left the best snorkeling in Thailand behind us in the Surin Islands, and if you haven't seen our episode on that, it's worth a look. From Kuraburi Pier, we drove south towards Khao Lak. This was only a couple hours of driving, but after a full day on the islands and then an hour-long boat ride, it felt a lot longer. We went straight for the beach, and it started off pretty well. Nice sunset, plenty of room for the kids to play. Although if you look closely at what they're doing, they seem to have created some kind of primitive Lord of the Flies version of cricket. But the problem with a Khao Lak beach is that even in the quiet season, especially around the resort hotels, they don't stay quiet for long. So this is not really my scene, like, at all.
But I like the fire show, Dad.
I know, and that's the only reason we went.
The spark boxes are cool.
Spark boxes are cool. The next day we drove south, away from the resorts. We were headed for Bor Dan Beach, which is just a bit south of Mueang, a seaside town about halfway between Khao Lak and Phuket. Even though we visited on a holiday weekend, the beach was still mostly empty, just a handful of kids playing in the sand, a few families having picnics. Bor Dan is a true locals beach. Hello. I don't know what these guys are doing.
We were jumping on crab bubbles. We were jumping on crab bubbles. Some bubbles coming down. It was very fun. I liked it.
We left a little before sunset because we had plans to eat at Yod Surya Seafood. So good. No video though, because my hands were so covered in crab meat, I just couldn't touch a camera.
It was a fun beach, and we loved playing there. And we were jumping on crab bubbles, and we liked it.
The next afternoon, we had lunch at Thai Mueang Beach, north of Bor Dan. Honestly, we could have easily just spent the rest of the day there. It's lovely. But I had heard of a place even more spectacular called Khao Na Yak. We just had to figure out how to get there. Now, if you have a four-wheel drive vehicle and you're confident you won't get stuck in the deep sand, you can drive the unpaved road the 7 kilometers all the way to Khao Na Yak. We knew that our poor little Kia had no chance, so we had to take the long way round. First, head back inland, then drive into the Mangrove Estuary to the Ban Tha Din Daeng village. From there, hire a fishing boat to take us across the Lat Inlet, and finally walked the last kilometer to Khao Na Yak. I mean, easy, right? Actually, it is pretty easy. And we weren't too worried about the walk because, Ban Tha Din Daeng has set up a community tourism enterprise that runs kayak trips through the mangroves, and for around 1,200 baht, you can hire a boat that will take you across the water to Khao Na Yak. Oh, and when you hire the boat, you also get a guide. This was ours. He was a bit shy, he never even told us his name, and I think he was probably at least 80 years old. But he seemed up to the task. So we passed through the mangroves, across the river estuary, and then finally we arrived at a very simple wooden pier.
From the pier, we walked on a dirt road towards the sea. Dry coastal grasslands like this are very rare in Thailand. So rare that this one has its own name, Thung Samet Khao. I like to go for walks, but in April, Thailand is very hot. But soon the road just ends and you come out onto a beautiful beach. Look how blue it is.
So once again, we could have stopped here and spent the rest of the day at this beautiful, empty beach, but we still weren't quite there yet. A short walk along the shoreline, a scramble over a shelf of rock, and there it was. Khao Na Yak is a hidden cove, a natural amphitheater carved out of the headlands that opens out to the Andaman Sea. Has a small but just lovely little beach where we bobbed in the waves for nearly an hour. The sun was going down, and we had to get back before it was too dark to safely find our way through the mangroves. So we reluctantly gathered our things and began to retrace our steps over the rocks, across the sand, and back to the boat. You know, it's been a good trip when the kids sprint down a road that only 2 hours before they said was too hot to even walk. We arrived back at the boat, worn out and thirsty. Except for the sound of the long-tail engine, everything and everyone was calm and completely quiet. This is the most satisfying hour. All has gone well, the kids are tired but happy, and there is still so much more to look forward to. Even Isabel might agree that this is better than a fire show, but I'm not going to ask her. Join us in the next episode as we travel further south to explore the islands of Phangnga Bay, including the iconic James Bond Island. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to come along with us. See you next time.